It reminds me of the Philippines and the rice fields. And when you're driving through the country and you pass fields and mountains and it's a sunny day, it's beautiful.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
I am the war chief.
All right, friends. I guess third strikes the charm. We're back with, you know what? It's the last part of the Kimono series.
Ooh.
Yep. So now we'll be taking a look at Council's outfits. You know, when Iris's outfit comes out, maybe we'll release just a short video that's just focusing on Iris's.
Yeah.
I think at that point, I mean, she's her own generation.
If that's
technically.
fine with you guys, that's fine with me.
Yeah, you guys just let us know. Anyway, let's take a look at the silhouettes. All right, so this time we're gonna take a look at the bottom row. I wonder if you can guess who those which is which. So we have Bei, Sana, Kronii, Fauna, and Mumei.
First one is Kronii?
That's what I thought too at first.
No.
It's not.
Bei?
Nope.
I'm just going to go through their names.
Well, if you're just going to go, I mean, Bei's the rat. I mean, those are the mouse ears.
Oh, okay, so that's Bei. Second one is Sana?
Yes, that's
okay.
Sana.
Third one is Kronii?
Third one, this one is Kronii.
Okay, fifth one is Fauna.
Yeah, because of the
so
branches.
Who's the first? Who did I left out?
That's Mumei.
Mumei.
You forgot.
Oh, I did.
How ironic.
I'm sorry, I love Mumei.
Yeah, but how ironic, because Mumei's thing is she forgets a lot.
Oh. I can relate.
Okay, so let's see. Here are the original outfits first.
Okay.
Very wacky.
Okay.
It's a lot, for sure.
Yes.
Yep. Everyone stands out in one way or another, no?
Yes.
Also, I just find it funny that Kronii's legs are basically toothpicks with how thin they are.
They are. Okay.
Mumei really just looks like an adventurer from a video game, doesn't she?
She does.
Okay. So, next, here we go.
Okay. Huh.
Uh-huh. So let's just go from left to right. This is also in order of their debut, if you didn't know.
Ah, okay. I did not know that.
This is perfect. Let's start with Sana.
Oh, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot
going on here. But I personally really like this.
Can you zoom out so I can see the whole thing? Huh. Okay. So, as a whole,
I
like it.
I really like it.
It's a whole lot.
It is.
I think it's a whole lot on the eyes.
Yes.
Like,
there's a lot to process, and your eyes are definitely darting all over the place.
You'll never lose her.
No.
Like, you'll never lose her in a crowd, that's for sure.
Mm-mm. I just want to say that my favorite thing here are the painterly flowers.
I agree.
Because they just stand out so much. Because, there's like the plain, it's that overcoat that's pink. And then it's like a plain satin texture.
Mm-hmm.
And then you suddenly put these floral patterns that just like come to life. They look like they're popping out of the screen,
Yeah.
And then on her skirt, because she's space, that's where they put the star motif. The cosmic motif. But then it's like pattern clashing. But I think it was done really well. I don't know, there's something about this that
works for you.
Works for me, like, a lot. Yeah. How about you?
So okay. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So for my own personal taste, it's too much.
A bit too much?
I would take away like maybe one or two things.
Maybe lessen the star patterns, maybe?
Yes. So
or something like that?
I feel like, when you're talking about outer space, it's so easy to be lazy and just say, let's just put a galaxy pattern on it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I do appreciate that they didn't go the easy route and just put a galaxy pattern on it.
Right.
But I do wish it wasn't just like these stars. They look a bit like those glow in the dark stars you put on your ceiling. You know what I mean? Like you just.
I guess so. Maybe it would have been nice if it was more like these sparkly stars.
Yes, no? I agree. Yeah, I think I would have preferred those because then it adds that element like of like bling to it, that sparkle. Kind of
like a Milky Way pattern. I think that would have been lovely.
Yeah. So I think I wish the stars were a little less like clip arty.
Okay.
But I don't mind that they're there. Right. Yeah, I'm not mad about the stars.
It's more you would have preferred a different shape.
Yes, and a different style of them.
Right.
I think the color of the overcoat, like that really magenta color, I think it's actually beautiful. I think at first it's a lot on the eyes.
It's a lot when
It's really, really bright, almost aggressively so.
Yeah, especially around the sleeve area here.
Yes, it's really saturated. But I think, I have a magenta coat. I have a hot pink, like I have a very bright cape coat.
Yes,
that's a similar color. And sometimes you need that pop of color. You could be, I think it's really beautiful. And if you not zoom up, but go up, she has a deeper skin tone than any of the Hololivers that I've seen. And I appreciate that element as a brown person.
Sure, her and Flare.
Yes, that's right, Flare. I forget about Flare. But yeah, like it's nice to see, personally, it's nice to see a Hololiver who's brown. Usually you see them with very fair. And I think jewel tone colors always look gorgeous on brown skin tones. It really makes that warmth and that, that color pop. So I think I really appreciate that about this outfit. I do love the flowers at the ends. I think there's it's so interesting that they're a much more like realistic style versus everything else. Yeah. The top I wish was a bit different.
What part of the top? Like the stripe?
Yes, like where it crosses over. I feel like it could have been a little bit different just because there's so much going on that I feel like I need to see more open skin.
Oh.
Like there's so much, everything's covered that I feel like I need to see more neck, a little more of the clavicle area.
Yeah.
Just to kind of even it out. Because it feels so heavy down here. So heavy that I would like to see more open skin. But I do appreciate that it's plain so that it doesn't, it's not so much.
Definitely they kept it. You tried to keep it neutral around this.
I will say, I wish the bow, that bow with the lines there.
This one?
Yeah. I wish it was a solid dark color. I think it blends too much with the skirt.
It does blend.
So if that was like a solid black, or no, maybe not black, navy blue.
Navy blue.
Deep blue or a deep purple.
I can see that.
I think that would have really made it striking.
Right.
Because right now, I actually couldn't, it took me a while to pick out the bow.
Oh. That's why I didn't make any comments about it.
Yeah, because I had to look at it for a little while to determine like, oh, that's the bow. So I think if it was a more solid color that really pops, that would have been fine. This is one of those things where it's like, it's so much, but it works. And I think the funny thing is, I can also see this outfit in Harajuku, or I can see someone wearing it, someone eccentric, someone who likes a lot of color, very playful, like really goes all out with pattern mixing and color clashing. So yeah, I'm not terribly mad about this. Is it my personal preference? No, but I can see her being happy with it. Can we look at her hair?
Of course. I like what they did with her hairstyle.
I like these little like tiny braids here.
Yes.
Are those braids?
Yes, I love the little braids that you have.
I think that's a cute touch. It's very early 2000s. Early 2000s where we were like putting little like little strands of like colored hair in her. I think that's nice. And I prefer this to her funny looking hair that she always has. The one where like it's kind of like
the long twin tails?
Yes. Yeah. I prefer this. I think this is a much more like delicate look, and I
like this hairstyle on Sana.
Yeah, I think it's very nice, and I love that the hair looks so soft.
Yes.
Like it looks like if I touched it, it would be soft. So I think that's a credit to the artist and their ability to actually make hair look like I could feel it and it would be soft.
I mean, I would say that her illustrator is definitely very good at showing texture, because like her hair looks so soft.
It looks so shiny too.
Right? Like those highlights are perfect.
She looks like an ad for a haircut.
And then the way he did the, This stuff
This
here,
particular part there, like you see
Yeah.
that shadow right there?
the subtlety in the texturing is what
Yeah.
elevates it. In
The
my
shadow
opinion.
in that magenta,
Yeah, here.
just that subtle shadow, makes it look like silk.
Yes.
And you can almost feel those little like folds in it.
Mhm.
So I think that's very pretty.
What's up?
I will say the little bit that I'm not a fan of are like these little things right here, the balls.
Oh, these? The
Yeah.
little planet motif?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I think that's just her thing at this point.
Yeah, definitely I get that. It's a trademark at that point.
Yeah.
I could have done without it
Mm-mm.
because I think then it would have been easier on the eyes. Because
they
it
are
kind of-
very distinct
yeah,
splashes of color.
And it draws your eye there instead of to the beautiful flowers.
For sure.
Like my eye goes straight to like, what are these funny looking things?
Mm-mm.
But otherwise I think it's nice. I think it's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to Fauna?
Sure. Ooh. Oh, it got better as you zoomed out.
Mhm.
Okay. Tell me you love cottagecore without telling me you love cottagecore.
I love how big the flowers are.
Me too. I'm also a big fan of big print. Like if you're gonna have flowers, I prefer big flowers versus itty bitty little flowers repeated a zillion and one times.
Mm-mm.
I think that's so pretty. Zoom out a little bit just so I can see the
Sure.
whole outfit. Okay, I love the flowers like that.
The
that
flowers.
and again, the highlights on. Look at the crook of her arm, like the
Yeah.
elbow.
Mhm.
Those folds.
The folds were so well done.
I love that.
Very satisfying.
And the way
to
the
look at.
light hits it, it looks like it's shiny and smooth.
And even here on the
soft.
apron thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I will say the apron. Do not love.
She can then remove that.
She can.
She can.
Okay,
You want the picture
then I'm
of-
fine.
okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I would love to see without the apron. Maybe later.
Later,
We can
okay.
come back to that.
Okay.
But everything else I love.
Mm-hmm.
I like her hair. I think it's cute. I maybe again would have done without the pigtails
Mhm.
or the braids,
Mm-hmm.
just because it takes a very elevated outfit and makes it less elevated, makes it less so.
How come?
Well, just because the at least the flower area looks so like evening gown worthy.
Uh-huh.
Like and then you put it with braided pigtails,
I see.
and it
Okay.
it no longer looks like something you would wear to a formal event.
Mm-mm.
But I really love that print. It's really lovely. And I love the bow. I wish there was no flower on the bow.
Mm-mm.
Because the flower on the bow makes it look like one of those things that men wear at prom. Yung boutonette or something. Like it's, like they put it on their hair and then the woman wears it on her hand.
Is it a corsage?
A corsage.
Corsage.
It looks
corsage.
like that. And it looks a little too like, I don't know, wedding-y, but like not. I don't know. I would prefer if it was just a beautiful blue, like that teal colored bow.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the bow has like kind of gradient at the ends of it. I think that's really pretty.
Mhm.
And I love that green underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little like peak of green.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty because I think the blue works so well against that very light pink.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like the flower takes away from it.
The reason why there's an apron here is
Mhm.
because it's kind of like supposedly like a hybrid maid outfit in a kimono.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is that her theme? She's like a maid thing.
Just for this outfit.
Just for this. Okay.
Just for this outfit.
It's very cottagecore to me,
Mhm.
like it's very, cottagecore is all about like idealizing and romanticizing farm living and the quiet life, and it definitely says that with the puff sleeves and the apron that you would wear at home while you're making yourself tea and reading a book. So it definitely brings those elements, and she is nature, like the vibe is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I just think the flowers on the ribbon, for some reason, really take away from me. It's bothering me more than I thought it would. The apron, I can actually get over the apron, but for some reason, the flower on the bow, it's really bugging me.
Here, I'll show you just a quick picture without
Okay.
the apron.
Okay, yeah, Gorgeous.
Definitely prefer without the apron.
Much
because
prefer.
the flowers continue upward.
Yes, I adore that. I think it makes her look so tall.
Mm-mm.
You know, it makes her look very statuesque.
Just for context, guys, this is the image I showed her. The one without the apron from her stream.
Yeah. So I think I love that so much because it makes her look so tall, long, and statuesque and really, really beautiful. The apron definitely tones it down for me. And I think the
apron was more like a for fun element.
Yeah, which I can see. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that, I really, really like
You
that
prefer it without the apron?
I think it's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kronii next.
Yes.
There's a lot here. There's a lot here.
I love it.
Yeah?
It's my favorite.
Immediately, huh?
Yep. It's my favorite.
And this is introducing to our friend Little
Earthworm.
Boros. It's a snake.
Oh.
You know I'm clipping that.
Oh.
That's Little Boros. You know why? Okay, why are you laughing? What's your reason?
I don't know. He's an earthworm.
He's a little snake.
He's an earthworm.
Okay. Well, his name is Boros
I love that.
because Oro Kronii, Ouroboros.
It's just hilarious because Boris is such a strong name.
Boros.
Yeah. Comrade.
Oh my god.
I can totally imagine him with a Russian accent, and every time she's gaming, he's like, Comrade, what are you doing?
Okay, well, shall we start from the top or where?
Let's start from the top.
Okay.
First and foremost, love the hair. I know I keep talking about how I don't want flowers in people's hair, and I know I'm a hypocrite. But I love... See, this is the way I prefer it. It looks like it really works with her hair and with the outfit. It's tucked into her hair. I feel like sometimes it looks like the flower is just like, eh. You know what I mean? Like someone just like took a flower and just went, eh.
Well, this one is really integrated.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually pins that have been tucked gently into her hair. And I really love her with this hair because she looks so much more feminine than she comes off in videos, which is nice. The rest of it, however, I love.
The sky blue,
I love
the
colors. The colors are phenomenal. It reminds me of the Philippines and the rice fields. And when you're driving through the country and you pass fields and mountains and it's a sunny day, it's beautiful.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. She doesn't know the reference.
No.
She's an internet boomer. Anyway, let's continue.
I resent that. I love the fur shawl.
It is so froofy.
I love it. I think it's such a nice touch. See, and with Guras, the reason I didn't like it is because it looked like it was supposed to be attached, but it wasn't. And if you're gonna have a fur shawl, make it a real shawl. Like have it drape over your shoulders. Make it have use. I think with Guras, it literally just looked like a scarf, like a misshapen kind of like, okay, let's put a random scarf on you. But this looks so deliberate and it looks very elegant. What?
I'm shielding myself from the incendiary comments. Please direct any concerns to the person on this side.
I said what I said. Did
Anyway,
I stutter?
It's just funny that you're still talking about Gura. We're on the council video already.
I'm just saying. Okay. I'm using a previous video for reference. So
Anyway,
yeah,
continue.
so I think this is a good application of the furry textured scarf or shawl.
Yeah, it is.
I
very
love
good
the little woven or what is it, like tied attachment at the front, like it almost looks like a brooch.
Yes,
that's holding it together, and I think that's such a nice detail, and
it's
it's
a good touch.
Perfect color for the rest of the outfit,
Right? Because it's just that one shade of blue darker.
Yes,
and it's just so
perfect. Good. Is that a fan?
That's a fan.
I love it.
This is the fan that I was telling you. You remember what you were saying about Kiara's fan? How you said it looked like a bit old?
Yes.
This one is a fan full of gears, all that stuff.
Yep.
And when she folds it, it turns into a knife.
I love it.
Because it's like clock hands. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So when that folds, the clock
It
hands
turns
come
into, like,
together,
yeah.
and it looks like a knife or like something you can
Yeah.
throw like that.
I think it's a great touch. It calls back to like
To her whole thing with being
her
time
theme.
by still being
Yes.
subtle.
Yeah, I love everything about this. Is that another snake? Like, is that just, or that's part of the design?
This is Boros who actually moves.
Is he wearing a bow?
He's wearing a tiny
Oh
ass
my
whittle ribbon, a
God.
little bow right here.
Now, see, imagine tiny bow-wearing snake
Mm-hmm.
with a
Boros.
Russian accent.
Comrade.
Exactly. That's great.
And then this snake is this one is just part of the pattern.
Okay.
You see this white stripe that
Mhm.
goes around?
Okay, so
that's
okay.
like her whole thing is really like the snake thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Ouroboros.
Okay.
And then the high slit up here, you can just see.
Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't even realize that was a slit. Okay.
Yeah.
I love this whole thing. I have nothing to complain about. I
Mhm.
think all of it is so beautifully put together. I like the snakes. I wish they had texture. Like, I wish you could see the scales. Or I wish
think
they
it's
were
just
made.
the resolution of the. They're kind of there.
Yeah.
But
Or
a bit
I wish
subtle.
they were like shiny. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about them that stood out. But I mean, they're snakes. They're gonna stand out whether you do anything or not.
Maybe that was a conscious decision because if they put additional texturing
Maybe
on the
it's too
snake,
much.
it might have stood out too
Yeah,
much.
I can see that. And I really like how they incorporated gears, but in a way where you don't even realize
Right?
they're gears
Like,
till you
you
really
think
look closely.
It looks like the rising sun, but then you realize, wait, that's actually a gear
or it almost looks like the flowers.
or a flower. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so good.
I think that's really, really gorgeous.
That's how you work with subtlety. Yeah. This is an incredible showcase through subtlety in design.
Yeah, I think I love that.
Yeah,
Easy favorite.
easy favorite.
Easy.
Like the sky blue, it's so bright and happy and all that stuff. Considering that we're coming from Kronii, right?
Yeah, and it almost looks like, I can see her wearing this. When you have Miss Universe and you have like the national costume. This looks like she could go down a runway and showcase this as national costume. It's so striking. It's beautiful. It has subtle hints to like who she is and time and the snakes, and it's really well done.
It's really well put together, no?
Yeah, and the hair makes it perfect because it doesn't take away from any of it. It's not loud, it's not too long, it's not too short. It's perfect. So
Okay.
This is A+ for me.
All right. Now the next one is gonna be the most minimalist,
Okay.
but I think it works so well for her. So next we have Mumei.
Oh, I like that.
It's
Okay.
a very clean,
I
beautiful kimono.
think. Okay. I will say this. It's the simplest. I get
It
that.
is, yeah.
But I do think this is most perfect for her.
Right?
I
love the
think-
beret.
I
love the beret.
As a collector of berets myself, I love berets. I love hats. Just it's hard to find them from a big old head, but when I do find them, I love them. I think I love the hair. I think the hair
looks
suits
so
her
good
so
on her.
well. The texture to it and like the shape of it makes her look young. It doesn't age her like who got short hair but looked like a mom.
Nene?
Yes, I think when they made her hair like that, it was a little too Karen-y.
Well,
it was a little too. There wasn't enough fluff to it. It didn't look alive. It just kind of felt like a helmet that they put on her.
and I love that they didn't lose the detail of, you know how she has these black and white accents around her bangs here?
Yeah.
Because it's like the owl eyes.
Yes.
And they maintain that so well.
Yeah, I think the hair is really, really beautiful, and that hint doesn't she look like from like neck up? She looks like a Parisian chic.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Looks like a Parisian fashionista.
The rest of the outfit is
Owl friend.
I love that.
There's just some subtle like texturing here and there, but it's
The rest
little
of the
hard to see.
outfit is so effortless. I think that's what I like about it personally.
effortless in a good way.
Yeah, effortless in a good way. I think it's simple yet striking. It
Right.
doesn't have to do so much in order to still show out. And I love the line of it. Like I like that the top has a little more volume.
Yeah.
and it kind of like
tapers
moves.
down
Yeah,
a
it
little
tapers
bit.
down, and then the leg that goes straight down makes her look long.
Yes.
So I really like that.
It's a beautiful
It almost
outfit.
looks school uniformy, like a hint of school uniform
Maybe
because of the crest.
Yeah, the crest and the red.
But I love the shape of that shawl. Like how it kind of comes down right here.
And considering
Really
this is what you
beautiful.
mostly see when they stream, it's perfect.
It's so chic.
It is.
That's really the word I would use.
Great word
It's
for
really
it. It's
chic.
very chic.
And it's kind of like, there's a term in Italian. It's called sprezzatura, which is like effortless elegance. Like it's like you roll out of bed and you're wearing a tux and you wear the tux like you were born in it. Like you wear the tux like you didn't put any effort or thought into wearing it. It's just good.
Like if you said this was her original outfit, you would believe it.
Yeah, I would believe it. It's just perfect for her. It looks like it suits her. It's effortless. And yeah, I have nothing to say about it. I think it's really lovely. Of course, if I compare it to everyone else, it's very minimal.
But it works so well.
But it
regardless.
works.
And it
And-
still looks classy despite being minimalist.
Yes, and I will say, not everything. I'm not, when I criticize some of these, I'm not saying everyone has to be loud and bright and patterned and and floofy and volume. It's more that I'm looking for things that feel like they fit the character and looking for styles that are just cohesive and like feel like they make sense. And for her, this makes sense.
Like as crazy as Laplace's kimono was, that
It
worked.
works. Yeah.
So I get what you mean. All right, well, you did say speaking in character. Up next is Chaos.
All right.
Well,
oh boy. Oh.
That's Baze.
Oh wow.
That's a lot.
This works.
It does.
It does.
It
It really
does.
does. I hate to admit that, but it does. It's so much,
But
but it works.
No, it does.
And it really works.
It's hard to explain how, but it works.
Yeah.
You know what I think is the thing that's keeping it together? The constant use of black accents.
I agree.
The mouse mask, the black in her hair, the black on
yeah,
her
the touches
neck,
of black.
on the sleeve. The inner sleeve is also black. The black squares here, which you think might come off random, they're not because
They all tie in.
they all tie in. And then asymmetrical, white and black stockings. Trivia, same color pattern as Iris.
That's right.
And then the black on the ribbon in the back too. Funny, and now that's the cool thing too. The ribbon here, she also has like this giant sash at the back that looks more like a giant ribbon draping down too. There's a lot going on here, so we're probably going to spend a bit of time here. Where do you want to start? Up here?
Sure.
Might as well? Or
So the
from here?
maybe from the top.
Okay.
So the mouse mask, it looks cool.
Kind of like Kali's fox mask.
Yeah, I have no problems with hair. See, I like the placement of flowers because it looks like it's tucked into her bun.
Yes.
So that I'm not mad at. I like the little accent, the accessory that they stuck into the bun. Almost looks like chopsticks.
Yeah. And she can remove the mouse mask anytime.
Yeah,
The rat mask.
I have no problem with that. I like everything. I think that the problem is I feel like I can't talk about one area without talking about another.
Yeah. So
And
we'll
I
just
think
have to
that's
go
the
into
beauty of it. It's you ever hear the term like ugly pretty? Like it's so messy and ugly that it's beautiful in its own way. This is not that. Like this is not ugly. That's why it's not ugly pretty. But it's kind of like in the same vein. Like it's so much
like the
that
essence
it's
of
good.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like you said, one of the main, things that holds it together is the black that runs throughout. But I also think it's the very smart and careful reusage of all the same patterns.
Yes.
So can you scroll down just a smidgen?
Okay.
Okay. You
Here
see
we
how
go.
you have like the flowers on white, and then you have the flowers on red, and then white again, and then the yellow, and then so it's like, it's the same patterns, but they're just using it in different places, different pleats, different sections, like, on her chest, on her skirt. And instead of like, for example, with Sana, she had like galaxy here, flowers here, real flowers here, magenta. Like there's a lot more going on with Sana as far as like different things clashing. Yeah, see, like, look how much, even just zoomed out, look how much there is to look at here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all different things.
Right.
Versus you go to Bay, and it's a lot, but it's a lot of the same things. Just very carefully placed and arranged to look good. And I think I love the obi, I love the skirt. I don't mind that it's short.
You almost get the sense that the designer was playing chess with themselves when they were making this. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'll place this piece here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, wait, I need to balance it out here. But then that means I need to add another thing here. And then it came together in this amazing...
Yeah. But it's very well
organized
done.
chaos.
That's the perfect word for it. Words. It's organized chaos. It really is. And I really, like you pointed out, I like the bow in the back tying in with the bow in front and with the bow on the waist.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and so with the legs, with the tights, stockings.
I think they're stockings. Yeah.
I could have done without them being different colors.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a nod to...
I think it's a nod to Iris.
Yeah, if it is, that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like I could have done with them just being white or being black.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it's a really good outfit. And I really don't have any complaints. I wouldn't change anything.
Mm-mm.
I like the sleeves. I like the neckline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I was doing a live reaction to this, because this was the one that I was fortunately able to make a live stream for.
Mm-hmm.
When we got to Bay's costume, because she was also the last one to present her new outfit,
Mm-hmm.
I was just realizing how difficult it is to make a cohesive pattern using the 3 primary colors. Think about it, because it's usually you pick a primary color and then a secondary complementary color, if ever. But to use the 3 primary colors, you need some special kind of design to pull that off. And then they did it. They tied it together by using the other anti-meta colors of black and white. And it's just, I don't know, it's just, this is going to be like a case study in art class about how to create maximalist patterns. No, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's very well done. I really like it. And this particular outfit looks like a performance piece.
Yes.
To me, like this is something, while, Kronii's looks more like something you would wear like on stage, like, for presenting. Hers looks like, like Miss Universe or a parade. I could see her like on a float wearing this, but with Kronii's, hers looks like Ariana Grande would wear that to perform. It's really a performance piece.
Oh, you mean with Bay's?
Oh, sorry, with Bay's, yes.
Yeah.
Hers, like, it's really meant to be seen. It's meant to move. It's meant to catch attention. And yeah, it feels like definitely something that I could see someone like holding a mic and moving around and performing in. Yeah.
Great. So, overall, what do you think?
I think this is really, really good. I think it's a very strong
batch
set of design. Yeah. Zooming out, my favorites are Kronii, Mumei, and Bay. Yeah. I really, really love their designs. I love the way that they were put together.
Yeah, you saw Kronii's and that was an instant favorite.
Oh, easy. easy for me.
You reacted to Kronii's the same way you reacted to Chloe's.
Yes. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, right away, I can usually tell when I'm going to love something or hate it.
Oh, I think that kind of goes for all of us.
Usually, yeah. Like, I know what colors I like. I know what shapes I like generally. Yeah. And this hits all of those. Yeah.
Great. Well, we finally have a satisfied customer, huh?
I'm not that difficult, please. What?
Well, let the comments decide your fate.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. So, remove this. So that is part 3 of 3 of the Kimono review series.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. We just love to talk. And if you're here for that, well, thank you. And if you have any complaints, objections, and violent reactions, please direct it to Val. If you wish to communicate directly, we now have a Discord channel that is linked in the description below, where she is an admin. If you would like to tell her and give her a piece of your mind, and talk about the dissatisfaction with the Gura outfit,
Go for
you
it.
feel free to directly debate with her.
Yep, I welcome it.
Oh boy. But it's all in good fun. It's not
Yeah.
as if we're hating or anything like that. It's just that when you do see the outfits all together that way, I don't blame her for drawing those kinds of conclusions from time to time. Yeah. But design is one of those things that is about as relative as your taste in music and comedy. It's gonna be definitely very different for everyone. And I know a ton of you would probably love Gora's outfit and probably would not have been as big of a fan of the outfits that we loved as well. And that's perfectly fine. That's what open discussion is here for.
Yeah, and if to be fair, I'm not terribly familiar with their backgrounds, their stories, their themes. So if there are references, like if there's a reason that she had certain things, or any of them, if there's a reason that a certain element was there, please feel free to let me know so that I'm like, oh, I now see why they had to include that, or why they omitted or added certain things. So yeah, feel free to let me know.
Yeah. So thank you for all the support as always. I was honestly quite surprised with how much you guys were asking for this for this one. So I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so we've done enough rambling for quite a
for one
quite a
night.
while. Yeah, it was split into 3 parts.
Yes.
Okay then, you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us and enjoying the content that we put out. And with that, this is Senator War Chief and Val signing out. Bye-bye.
Bye.